What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Finding Nemo explained by an idiot. So one of y'all requested to me, and like when I read it, I was like, Finding Nemo. I was like, this fool's like off a perk. Like that shit don't exist. So then, but then I peeped the channel, like his channel, and it's his newest one. So I'm kind of hype. Finding Nemo explained by an idiot. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Finding Nemo, where Merlin the clownfish goes looking for his only son, who's lost, right? And how this happened was he had a woman, he got her a house at the drop-off, which is apparently a big
Oh wait,
deal,
that's his bitch.
Like if you're
Oh, I
living
thought that was
here,
the
you're
kid.
shitting in high cotton, okay? And they go to check on their 100 or so offspring in the garage, I guess. Then they do some foreplay and see a big bad cunty wunty killer or so offspring in the garage, I guess. Then they do some foreplay and see a big bad cunty wunty killer fish. So he climbing in your windows, had your kids, had your wife, but bitch didn't get the memo. She didn't get the memo. She didn't get the memo.
Ew! Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, that's fucking disgusting. Nah, who did that? Nah.
Had your kids, had your wife,
Nah.
but bitch didn't get the memo. She didn't get the memo. She didn't get the
Nah,
memo.
who the fuck did that? Oh, what the fuck? Bro, like, so somebody's just working at the butcher shop. Who says, you know what? I'm gonna put this fish in this shit. Just, and then a cigarette. You think they still smoked it? They probably did because they're addicted. Oh my god.
No, ha 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 ha, kill me. And
It's
leads
fucking
Killerfish directed
disgusting.
to her kids because she wanted to protect them against the advice of Marlon. He gets flicked around because he's small fishy, and bitch gets herself and all her kids fucking murdered. Great job, fucking stupid whammon. Then Clown Guy wakes up and finds in their driveway, I guess, one lonesome scarred egg, and he calls it Nemo and vows to protect it forever, never, never, never. Cut to years later where he's super overprotective of his son Bimo, who's a bit grown up and has a fucked fin from that scar, right? And I think they have moved into the middle of the city because it's safer. And this year he's finally allowing his illiterate piece of shit son to go to school after years of not going because he's a massive pussy. So they make their way over to the school bus and abide by traffic laws because it's not like they're fish or anything and they can swim over this shit, fucking jackasses. Anyway, this ass flap of a fish that killed my boy Steve Irwin is apparently the entire school, the sole teacher, and the school bus itself somehow. I think it's called somehow. Be like, can you take special care of my son because he got this midget fin, can't really swim. My dad, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. They take off and do not need
You don't
to
even
hold
know
on to
these
his back
kids.
to ride him like that
It's his
because as
first
we
day,
all
ain't
know,
it?
inertia isn't really a thing underwater because fuck logic. Anyway, Marlon finds out that they're going to the drop-off and he gets PTSD from it, so he's be like, no, Chemo can't go to the drop-off, and he goes to get him. Meanwhile, they have in class, but it's really like a field trip. Cremo and a few friends sneak off to the edge of the drop-off to see a boat and have a dick measuring contest to see how close they can get to it. They try to peer pressure Emo into a Bahamian budget, and his dad comes
They
along
play
like,
chicken.
what the fuck you doing? All mad
Wait,
at him
what?
into it. Then try to peer pressure Emo into a Bahamian budget, and his dad comes along like, what the fuck you doing? All mad at him and stuff, but he wasn't really gonna do anything. Then the murderer comes along like, sorry, I was murdering another national treasure. What can I help you with? And Nemo uses this distraction to go out and show his dad that he doesn't need that much protection. He's a big boy, and he's gonna go out and touch the boat. And his dad notices it, and he's like, come back here, I swear to God, if you touch that boat, I'm gonna cut off all your fins and shove them so far up your ass, you're gonna throw them up. Hey, young fish, don't
He
you dare.
said,
But Cream will be
"Fuck
like,
you."
fuck you, died. Then he swims back in a bunch
Ah, the hit marker again.
Hey, young fish, don't you dare. But Cream will be like, fuck you, died. Then he swims back in a bunch of strong words about discipline from his pop-up, who completely missed the fucking diver sneaking up on Fabio. Then another one pops up and flashbangs him while they bag his son up. Listen, I get not seeing the second diver because he was hidden, but look at this. You had all this distance to spot and warn your son, but you did fucking neither. What a fucking dumbass uncooked fish finger. Doesn't matter. They take Supremo up to the boat and cruise off while Merlin tries to chase after them, but tiny fishy no swim fast enough, and his son is officially lost. Let the finding of Nemo commence. So he goes down to look for help, asking the masses if they saw a boat go by, and he bumps into Dory, this blue fish, who says that she
Just
saw
a
a boat
fucking
go by and tries
crackhead.
to help him, but he very quickly finds out that she has short-term memory loss, and he goes, I see. Well, thanks Dementia Dory, but you're maddeningly unhelpful. And then they meet Bruce the shark, who takes them to an AA meeting for sharks that are trying to get off meth. I mean, eating fish. And the meeting takes place in an old sub surrounded by mines, and Marlin is high-key shitting himself, but Dory is all hunky-dory, just vibing like, hi, I'm Dory, and I've never eaten a fish. So strong. That's incredible. Then Marlin notices one of the diver's masks that they knocked off while kidnapping his son, then accidentally sacks Dory in the face with it, and she bleeds a bit, and it goes up Bruce's nose, and that has the same effect on him as snorting a line of cocaine straight off a hooker's ass.
I've seen that video. I've seen that video. I almost shit myself the first time I saw that clip. I almost shit myself.
Eating fishies. So they swim for their life. He finds out that Dory can read. They hide in a torpedo hole. Then Brucey throws a torpedo at a mine, and everything goes.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright. Okay. Alright, we go. Alright. Dope.
Rico. I thought mines were supposed to be triggered when these
Oh,
funny thingies get pushed in,
shit.
not just by any light tap like that. Because if so, then they would have went nuclear a long time ago, right? If anybody knows, please enlighten me in the comments. Meanwhile, the dentist
I
that
think
caught
so.
Timo puts
I
him
think
in his
you're right.
tank, and we meet the
Oh my
tank gang.
God,
Say hi to
dude.
Cheddar Cheese, Female Patrick, Vaporwave, Morpheus Fish, Oprah Winfrey, French Shrimpy, Dorito Zebra Fish, and Bird Pelican Guy, who slams straight into the window to observe the dentist do his dentist stuff with the fishies. By the way, this fucking muppet of a dentist doesn't notice him slamming into the fucking window, and he only kicks him out once he talks to the fishies a bit. Also, here they can't hear Patrick,
Can't hear you, Peach.
I said we got a live one.
but now they can.
What do we got? Root canal, and by the looks of those x-rays, it's not going to be pretty.
How? Just how? This doesn't make any sense at all. What the it doesn't matter. They find out that the dentist is gonna give away
Bro,
chemo
oh
to-
my god. I think like laughing from that fucking that cooking clip, like it started like it really got me teary-eyed, bruh.
prostitute bitch ass niece Darla, who's
Oh,
a fish killer,
shit.
and Primo freaks
Ew.
out, gets stuck in this suction tube, and Dorito Zebra's like, get out on your own. I can't, I got a fucked fin. Never stop me. So Lando wigs around a
Wait,
bit,
what?
fucked fin. Never stop me.
Never help crippled children.
So Lando wigs around a bit and is able to get out on his own. Good for him. Now fuck him
Wait,
and back.
wait, what?
So Lando wigs around a bit and is able to
How is it not sucking him back in the? I don't know.
get on his own. Good for him. Now fuck him and back to his dad and Dory, who are currently waking up from an explosion coma and run away from the sub that is sliding off a cliff into this chasm of doom. And they keep swimming away in a straight line instead of going left or right to avoid the sub like the jizz-brained fish they are. That's okay, the sub stops, they get lucky, but Dory drops the mask into the Mariana Trench. That clownfish is too afraid to go down because he's a massive vagine, but Dory's Sigma female has exactly zero shits to give and drags him down with her. Why aren't there any Sigma female memes, huh? I thought this was supposed to be the age of equality, assholes. Is alright though, Sigma male sounds funnier. Also, don't all fish have their respective depth limit? And if they go past it, they would, you know, die? Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pretend
Really?
that their depth limit is infinite. So down there, they find this fish
That's the
that
thing?
uses slide as bait to eat other fish and run away from it and spot
Well, I
the
guess
mask.
gravity?
Merlin does
I don't-
evasive maneuvers while she reads the address on the back of the mask, and they trap the fugly ass fish. And he asks her what she read, and she'd be like, "Oh, that's easy. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney." I remembered something. Yeah, cool, but where is that? I need to find my son. Man, fuck your son. I remembered shit. Now back to the fact that he becomes part of
Fuck
the
your
tank gang,
son.
and they hatch a dastardly plan to help him and all of them escape by ruining the filtration system or tank cleaning system thingy to make it dirty as fuck. So the dentist will have to clean the tank, and to do that, he has to take them all out and put them in individual baggies. At which point, they will try and roll out the window and escape into the sea. A plan which Zebra Dorito says is foolproof. But I don't see how they'll be able to roll up this ledge and fall down onto the sidewalk without exploding and roll through the street without cars running them over, then up the cliff that is this curb, then into the sea. And I'm gonna be proven right with this last bit because Nemo gets put into an individual baggie and put into a tray that he cannot escape from, and the curb is definitely higher than this ledge right here. So fuck you. That foolproof plan of yours can suck my balls. Alright, in the meanwhile, Dad breaks up with Dory because he's really annoying and he gets mocked by Scooter Fish, then helped by them. See, they give him directions on how to get to Sydney. They're gonna need to go on this underwater highway or something, and they point them in the right direction and off they go, except they task Dory with remembering to go through the big bad trench when they meet it, not over it, which she immediately forgets because damn, look at that big ass trench. And cause Marlin is a pussy ass beta male cuck, he wants to go over the trench, not through it. And at first the coast on top seems to be clear. They see the highway current thingy and is all good. But in yet another example of characters in this movie being blind motherfucking tunnel visioning bastards, either that or shit keeps appearing out of thin water like magic, they get descended upon by a horde of jellyfish. Then cause Dory high on that good kush, she decides to make a race out of getting out of here by jumping on top of the jellyfish's the bubbly wobbly pit. I don't know. I don't fucking know what these things are called, but the part that doesn't sting yet. And for once, the clown starts vibing along like, "Are you hungry, Dory? Cause you about to eat my balls, bitch!" And he makes it out, wins the race, but at what cost? Cause Dory's not there, so he goes back in and finds her tangled in the jellyfish tentacle stingy bits. So he saves her and stings
get
the shit out of
stung.
himself, but you know, they get
Yeah.
out and they pass out for like the third time in this movie, I think. And a little while later, he wakes up on the shell of the chillest turtle on planet Earth. Home dog is fucking zoinked out of his mind. And they are on the East
Zoink?
Australian curve, which is the ocean highway I was talking about. And he
Oh,
holds onto his
shit.
shell for this fast bit, which completely goes against the logic of the kids being on the Stingray bus, but fucking whatever, who cares? Then he finds Dory at
Wow.
the sub level, right? And she got a scar on her, but she don't care, and apparently neither do the animators because that scar miraculously disappears as the movie progresses. Either that or that's not a scar, it's a wound and it healed, and I'm just retarded. Anyway, she playing with the little dudes. Jellyman learns a lesson about parenting from Crush, about trusting your kids and shit, and then the little shits gather around for him to tell him his story of his travels up until now, which travels through word of mouth from turtle to fish to crab to dolphin to bird. The birds must have a horrible version of this kick-ass last story because they're only hearing half of what the dolphins are saying. That doesn't matter though, because his story gets transmitted all the way to Paul the Pelican, who's friends with the tank gang. So he flies over to them and slams into the window again. This time the dentist notices the slam, but then completely ignores Paul when he talks to the fishies, which is the complete opposite of what happened last time. Where's the fucking consistency, for the love of ass? Fucking who cares? Because Nemo is depresso espresso given his imminent doom.
Depresso
and the fact that he almost got
espresso.
turned to sushi earlier on when he
Oh,
tried to
shit.
execute Zebra Dorito's plan. But Paul's here now and he hears his dad's story and he gets the motivation to go give the plan another shot, jams the gears of the water filtration purification thingy, then crawls through the suction tube when it's not suctioning, you know, and the heist is completed. Plus 69 RP, go talk to Lester. Now back to Jellyman Dad and Blue Bitch. They're in another fast bit of the AC, not holding on to Crush's shell, which again is just it's completely the opposite of I'm not even gonna fucking no whatever. They take
No,
a
no,
further
no.
exit than I am instructed to just turn around and swim straight on to
No, no,
get to
just
Kangaroo
fuck
Land
this.
City. But they get lost and she goes, hey, let's ask that very ominous and scary looking fish over there. But he'd be like, no. So she'd be like, what is it with men and asking for directions? So he goes,
I don't want to play the gender card right now.
why is that, buddy? Is it because you don't want the audience to find out that clownfish can flippity flabby between genders if their mate dies to keep doing coitus and, you know, make more offspring and shit? Technically making this whole movie one fish's relentless pursuit for incest? That's right, you heard me. Fuck you and your childhood. So this little bitch over here turns out to be a big ass bitch over here. So Dory tries to speak to it in whale, but Marlin gets pissed at her. And the world's fastest whale gets out of their sight and circles behind them while they're talking about whale dialects and ends up swallowing them both. This all happens in less than 30 seconds. Lightning McQueen whale. Anyway, inside his mouth, Marlin gets clinical depression like, fuck, dude, I'm never gonna be able to tap my son's ass. Then Lightning
Bro,
McQueen starts flushing
oh
the toilet
my-
into his mouth, lifts up his tongue, and Dory says he's telling them to
What
let go.
the
So
fuck?
Convincing Fish finally trusts her and does so, and they get shot out of Lightning McQueen's blowhole, not butthole, but blowhole, okay? Right next to Sydney. So they thank Mr. Whale and start looking around for the address or boat, I guess. I'm not sure. And while this was happening, the tank gang were literally swimming in their own shit. The tank is
Like,
puke-
why? I'm sorry. Why did he have to say that, man? Why? What? Bro, that's like this one thing where like, I saw it was what? Lion King. Like, you know, the hyena. So Mufasa died or whatever, and like you know, they're like, oh, the hyenas ate him or something, cause I don't know, cause his body wasn't there no more, right? So it's like, oh, okay. But like apparently hyenas don't eat lions, and then there's like the scene with like Scar has like a lion skull. So like he basically ate his brother. I don't know, like that was something I didn't know. I mean, this is kind of worse, I ain't gonna lie, because like that's like, all right, animals eating each other, all right, I mean, that's fucked up, but you know, there's like levels to fucked up shit, and this is, I don't know, I just didn't need to know that, to be honest.
pure filth. So next
I
day,
don't know.
Dickhead's dentist cleaned up the tank while they were asleep. I don't know how he managed to do that without waking them up, but he did. And then he installed this high-tech cleaning thingy the day that bitch-ass Darla is supposed to arrive. Then he tries to take Cremo, but fishes unite, and they all swim down to save Nemo from this net. And somehow this dipshit dentist does not at all question this massive feat of intelligence his fishes have performed. Just fucking blows it off, then sneakily bags Nemo and puts him in a tray he can't escape from. Then Satan himself arrives. Switch back to
Satan?
Pussyfish and Sigma Woman, who get caught by a pelican, then cough back up because Pussyfish grew some balls and ain't ready to die. And they meet Paul, who figures out that he's Nemo's dad, but they try to flop away, continuing on the pier or the wood stuff instead of jumping back into the water. What a bunch of retarded fish, hombre. Whatever. Paul follows and they end up surrounded by a bunch of ultra selfish retarded seagulls, and he's like, jump into my mouth, I know you're gimpy fin son, let's go! And he flies off with them, does some clever smart boy flying to get rid of the flying dodos. They make their way over to the dentist's office where Nemo is playing dead to get flushed down the toilet, because all drains lead to the toilet in this movie. Wait, no. All drains lead to the sea in this
To
movie,
the
but
sea,
dentist
yeah.
cunt goes for the trash can instead. Then Paul arrives and Mario controls him like Ratatouille, but with tongue this time, to go save his son.
Oh,
Who ends up
shit.
causing a commotion, and dumbass Darla gets a hold of Nemo, shaking him and shit, almost killing him. Paul gets kicked out. Tank Gang uses the bubble volcano thing machine
What
to launch
the
Zebra
fuck
Dorito onto Darla
happened?
to piss her off, and the bag explodes. Dentist knocks himself out, and Dorito Zebra launches Zebra
What?
spitball thingy. Then the dentist wakes up and puts him back into the tank. End of QuickTime events. Nemo is currently in the pool water treatment facility. and
What just happened? Yo, what the fuck?
goes for the trash can instead. Then Paul arrives and Marlon controls him like Ratatouille, but with tongue this time, to go save his son, but ends up just causing a commotion. And dumbass Darla gets a hold of Nemo, shaking him and shit, almost killing him. Paul gets kicked out. Tank Gang uses the bubble volcano thing.
Bro, he just
to
body
launch Zebra
slammed
Dorito
his
onto
ass.
Darla to piss her off, and the bag explodes. Dentist knocks himself out, and Dorito Zebra launches
What
into
the
dentist's
fuck?
spitball thingy. Then the dentist wakes up and puts him back into the tank. End of quick events. Nemo is currently in the pool water treatment facility, and Paul sadly deposits the dynamic duo into the sea because they all think that Bemo's dead. Then Merlin breaks up with Dory for real this time, and she be like, please don't go away, I remember stuff with you. And he be like, bitch, hop off this stick and see a doctor or some shit. Then he leaves, and Nemo pops out of the sewage pipe right after his dad passes by, then finds Dory and asks her for help, and she remembers everything. So they go looking for Clown Dad, and she uses her expert crab interrogation skills to find him.
Mine. All right, I'll talk.
The family is reunited, but the drama ain't over because the fishing net swoops down catching a bunch of tuna. I don't know my fish. But they catch Dory along with them, so Quifu wants to use the big brain move of swimming down to save her and everyone along with her. But Pussy Dad be like, no, I'm not gonna lose you again. Please, Dad, you have to trust me. And he's like, okay, fine. Everyone gets told to swim down as hard as they can from the inside and the outside, and a tug of war commences with the fishing boat. The aquatic creatures win this tug of war, and given how fast stories travel to word of mouth in this movie, I'm guessing the entire ocean figures out this 200 IQ trick, and the fishing industry fucking crashes. Anyway, Supremo got thrown pretty hard into ocean bed, but
oh shit, did he die?
The fishing industry fucking crashes. Anyway, Supremo got going pretty hard into ocean bed, but he Gucci Mane and he's still alive, and they go back home to the reef. Merlin no longer a pussy, kids allowed to go to school, Hunky Dory keeps attending Sharks Anonymous, and the Tank Gang somehow fuck with a high-tech water cleaning thingy and escape into the ocean.
Now what?
Now you go super blowfish again, but closer to the back so it pops, then you do the same for your friends. It's simple, you fucking retarded Morpheus fish. Come on, man. Anyway, this movie gets 9 turtles out of 3.8 plastic.
Nah, I have seen Nemo. I didn't say that in the beginning, but like I have seen it, but I think I've only seen like segments of it. Like I don't know, man. I never wanted to sit through a whole movie, bro. Like that's just not me, man. You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know. Unless I'm at like the movie theater, I'm not gonna. I'm not. So yeah, this was I fucked with it.